Hey friends, and welcome back to my kitchen for another week of What's for Dinner. On Monday night we had hibachi chicken with fried rice. It may seem like you need a lot of ingredients for this recipe, but I do promise it is absolutely worth it. For the chicken, we're going to need 2 chicken breasts and fresh lemon juice. For the fried rice, we're going to need half a cup of a white onion diced, a cup of frozen vegetables, 2 large eggs, 4 cups of cooked rice. For the mustard sauce that's homemade, you're going to need 1 clove of garlic, 2 tablespoons of dry mustard, 2 teaspoons of honey, and a half a cup of heavy cream. You also need avocado oil, soy sauce, sesame oil, butter, salt, and pepper. I'm going to start off with dicing the chicken, followed by doing the mustard sauce and just preparing everything before I get started cooking everything. That way I already have everything done. So to make my hibachi homemade mustard sauce, I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of dry mustard, 2 teaspoons of honey, half a cup of heavy cream, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and my minced garlic, and I'm just going to blend that until it's smooth and everything's mixed together. I'm going to set that aside in my refrigerator until I'm ready to use it when my hibachi chicken and fried rice is done. To make my fried rice, I'm going to heat avocado oil on medium-high heat in my cast iron. I'm going to add my frozen vegetables and onions and cook the frozen vegetables and onions until the onions are translucent, probably about 3 minutes or so. After that, I'm going to move all the vegetables to the side, and I'm going to add my 2 large eggs onto that pan and cook them until they're fully scrambled. After that, you're going to see that I'm going to add my rice with 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to cook this for 5 minutes or so, stirring frequently, and start adding 4 tablespoons of soy sauce as I'm doing this.
Buy what I want, I don't want it. Do what I like, I don't like it. My life is a mess, screaming with boredom. I don't feel nothing when I'm buzzing. Someone add some glamour.
To make my hibachi chicken, I'm going to spray my pan with avocado oil, and I'm going to add sesame oil as well. I'm going to add to the chicken lemon juice, salt and pepper, butter, and soy sauce. I'm going to cook this chicken until it's no longer pink. I'm also going to start cooking my vegetables at this time in a separate pan.
I don't taste it. Obsessing over dress when I split. Shoot me a blink. I'm dying from boredom. I even lie when I tell the truth. Honestly, what's the use? They say you have to be beaten up before you're tender enough. They say you have to bruise to feel. I must be made out of steel.
On Tuesday, we had Swedish meatballs. So what you're going to need is 1 pound of ground beef, half a cup of panko, 1 onion diced, 2 large egg yolks, 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, pepper and salt, unsalted butter, 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 4 cups of beef broth, 3/4 cup of sour cream, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and some parsley leaves. I also serve this with egg noodles. The first thing I'm going to do is to heat oil in a skillet, and I'm going to put my diced onions in there and cook them until they become translucent, probably about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to add that to my beef mixture, as you'll see in a couple of seconds. So to make the meatballs in a large bowl, I'm going to combine my beef, panko breadcrumbs, my allspice, my nutmeg, my cooked onion, my egg yolks, salt and pepper. I then am going to mix it with my hands and start making meatballs.
Tick tock, you're on the clock. Give it all you got. Tick tock, before it's gone.
So I did end up using all of this meat to make the meatballs. I made some of them and then I put the rest in a container and put them in my freezer for some other time. So you can also do that.
Knock, knock, lost patience at your door. 'Cause you've been taking every piece of me for granted, and I'm tired of the way you're wired. You make solutions of illusions, and I try to break up with your delusions. Watch me fly, fly, fly. Tick tock.
To make my gravy in the same pan I cooked the meatballs in, I'm going to add the butter. Then I'm going to add my flour and cook that and whisk that consistently until it's lightly browned. As I'm whisking that, I'm going to add my beef broth and whisk that constantly until it's thickened, probably about a minute or so. After that, I'm going to stir in my sour cream and I'm going to season with salt and pepper. I also read on another recipe that you can add soy sauce to your gravy, so I did do that and I did really like it.
Every piece of me for granted, and I
Once the sauce does start to thicken up, I'm going to throw my meatballs in there and I'm going to leave them in there to simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes.
try to break up with your delusions. Watch me fly, fly, fly. You've been taking it all for nothing. You've been taking my love for nothing. Now you've been taking it all for nothing. In return.
For this week's Copycat dinner, I made Chick-fil-A nuggets. You're going to need 2 large eggs, 1 cup of milk, 2 chicken breasts, 3/4 cup of flour, 3/4 cup of breadcrumbs, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, half a teaspoon of white pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, and some vegetable oil. You're also going to need a Ziploc bag. What I'm going to do is cut the chicken into 1-inch pieces. I'm going to put my 2 eggs and my cup of milk in a Ziploc bag along with my chicken and refrigerate that for 20 minutes.
Small town, big crowd, and there you were in front of me. Small talk, big thoughts, all we wanted was to escape. This sounds too small for dreams like this. Don't wanna settle down, don't wanna miss out on adventures, things we haven't seen.
So to make the chicken coating, I'm going to put my breadcrumbs, flour, powdered sugar, salt, white pepper, chili powder, and I'm going to whisk this together. After 20 minutes, once the chicken is done marinating, I'm going to put the chicken pieces in here and fry them after that.
And at midnight,
So this is not what I had planned for dinner, but I've been really good lately at forgetting to take meat out of the freezer the night before. So I looked at what I had in my fridge and my cabinet, and I decided to make enchiladas. I'm gonna make a homemade enchilada sauce. So I need flour, chicken broth, cumin, chili powder, oregano, garlic powder, and tomato paste. And then these are for the enchiladas. And then I had this chicken, rotisserie chicken I got from Costco the other day. So I'm gonna use that up. So let's get started here.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
And that's it for this video. Please drop a comment down below if you're gonna try any of these recipes, or if you have any copycat recipes you want me to make, and I'll see you next week for another week of What's for Dinner.